All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue year 4 with our Vancouver Canucks. We're about mid-season, towards the end of December. Actually, yeah, we're just starting January right now. 20-17-2 is our record. We are one game above 500, and I remember in the last video we had a line change, or we did something, and we were one game below 500, and then we went on a little bit of a run. Now, one game above 500 isn't that much better, but at least it's a step in the right direction. Now, I was reading your comments, and you guys were agreeing with me. Playoffs, we should definitely try to make the playoffs this year. It shouldn't be a year that we just fold in. We have enough regulation wins at this point that we can make the playoffs if we just have a good close off to the season. And a lot of you guys were suggesting trades, especially a second line left winger instead of David Booth. So I'll just show you guys what I was seeing in the comments. Hang on. Edit lines. Yep. All right. So the first line is doing great. I think everyone can agree with that first line. The Sedin twins and Jonathan Drouin, point of game players. They're getting it done. Second line, you guys were saying that Kessler might not be getting points because he's killing penalties. I see what you're saying about that, but I've had centers killing penalties before and they get points. I think it might be a lack of a sniper on this second line. David Booth there. I'd like to get like a pure goal scorer on that second line. Even, do something crazy like put Jonathan Drouin down here and have Booth with the two Sedin twins just so you get a sniper playmaker, power forward, and sniper two-way forward playmaker, right? It's a good combination. But don't worry, I'm not going to change that right now just because that first line is on fire. So, there's really no one in our bottom six that we can bring up to the top six to try and shake things up. Our top six has to be our top six, and that includes Booth, Kessler, Gerby, Drouin, and the Sedin twins. We need to get those 6 guys going offensively, okay? And when it comes to goaltender, I think we're going to go with 2-to-1 loss ratio for Clint Windsor to Eddie Lack. Maybe even 3-to-1 because every time we put Eddie Lack in, it's almost like a loss automatically. So we got to run with Clint Windsor. Now, when it comes to trading for a second-line sniper, I'm not going to make any trades up until the trade deadline. Just because, with the rules that we have, I can't make any trades for any players unless teams want to get rid of them, and by doing that, I'm really narrowing the search down. I'm not giving myself the best chance to get the best player for the team. And if I make a trade for a player, and all of a sudden come the trade deadline, and we're doing worse than we are right now, then that trade would have been a waste. So let's try to get to the trade deadline, see where we are, and if we have to make a trade, then at least I can make a trade for any player that I want. And you guys can help me out with that, because we're in the year now where we can trade maybe a 4.5-star prospect and a first-round pick for a stud now. You know what I mean? We have a bunch of prospects now. I don't think we need all of them. It would be nice to hold on to them. I'm not saying that I'm going to trade them for sure, but we're in that stage now where we can make a trade if we need to, a big-time trade too. But that's going to come at the trade deadline, so let's just keep going forward, okay? Remember last year, the trade deadline, we got Seth Jones and Sam Reinhart, but I'm talking bigger than that, because those guys, when we got them, they're still prospects. I'm talking about a guy who's like mid-20s, who's already like a first-line forward or a top-2 defenseman, all right, someone like that, or a second-line sniper. We need to get someone like that for our team. But let's just see how this team does, because again, one game above 500 from one game below 500. Since we made that change in the last video, things were looking slightly better, and not too much, but still. And, our team being an older team with the Sedin twins, maybe we turn into a better team towards the end of the season. I don't know. Remember my poise theory? It could come true. And look at that. Didn't make any changes, and all of a sudden we've won 4 in a row. So that's what we need for this record. We need to go on those kind of stretches. If we lose one, fine. We got to come back with another win. And look at this. We're going on a tear right now. All right. Really creating some separation. Now, what are we, 6 games above 500? That's what I like to see, Vancouver. Oh, okay. So I'm glad I didn't make any Twitch trades right there before we continued on with the simulation. I like the team that we have. I think we just got to go with Clint Windsor. I think that's one of the big things. Eddie Lack is like accounted for 9 regulation losses already, something like that. So let's keep him out of the net. We just did forwards for, we're getting into the years now where it's not the CHL. It could be any league now. We'll go with the Scandal. Oh my God. Oh, I thought I'd be able to get through the whole video without blowing my nose, but apparently not. Okay, so we're back at it here. There's a Polish guy here in the Russian league. He looks like he's a 5-star player. Now, that could change, but let's just check that out. 6 weeks in Russia for forwards. There you go. Let's check out that Simpson guy. Polish player playing in Russia. All right, you never know, man. Could be a superstar waiting for us right there. All right, let's just keep it going. Yeah, let's go all the way up to the All-Star break. Man, I blew my nose, and now I've started it. The trend is continuing. Hang on. I'll let the simulation go again. I got to do it again. Hang on a second. All right, hopefully that fixes it. Look at this. We are winning games like crazy. This is great. Have we lost the game yet? I don't think we. No, I don't think we have. 17-2. Yeah, 17-2 are our losses. Holy shit. We're all the way at the All-Star break. Now we're 30-17-2. We are 11 games above 500. So I don't know what happened here in Vancouver, but our team just decided to turn it around. That's what I'm talking about. No, I don't want to play the All-Star game. So hang on. Stop the simulation. We don't need to go any farther than this right now. I want to see how many games in a row we've won. Oh my god. Go away, nose! The whole video started off so good and now you're acting up on me. Come on, man. Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 10 in a row right now, okay? So we're doing very good. 10 wins in a row. We're on a 10-game winning streak. Damn, All-Star break had to break it up. But, yeah, Clint Windsor, definitely the man here. I think, you know what? Executive GM decision, 3-to-1 loss ratio. No longer 2-1, 3-1. All right, let's go with Clint Windsor. He is clearly our number one guy right now. Franchise goalie, and if we give him all this time, you know, all this gameplay, all this experience, then he may get a lot better next year. You know, help out his progression for next year. So just keep it going here, boys. And look at that free agent signing, McCallick. He's our leader in plus minus. All right, there's 2 losses. That All-Star break broke up our friggin' winning streak, man. Oh, my God. 3 in a row right after that All-Star break. Jesus. All right. So, the 10-game winning streak was nice, but then to lose 3 in a row right afterwards, I mean, it kind of eliminates it a little bit. Well, whatever. We'll have to just keep on rolling here. Eddie Lack, get in there. And hang on 1 second again. Jesus, man. All right. Hopefully that's better. Oh, yeah. Okay. I had to do a goalie change. Hang on 1 second. Edit lines. Eddie Lack's already in there. I already changed it. Okay, so Eddie Lack, let's see what he does now. 1 loss, he's out of there. 1 loss, he is right the hell out of there. Clint Windsor, we're going to go right back to. Come on now, boys. You guys gave us a nice little 10-game winning streak to give us some space, but damn, now you've lost 4 in a row. So, I mean, it really only was like a 6-game winning streak now. Come on now, where do we sit in the Western Conference? We're still out of the playoff spot. Even after a 10 in a row winning spot, we're still 1 point below in 8th. Come on, man. Jesus. All the way up to the trade deadline. Yeah, you know what? I think this might be a short GM mode today. Just because, well, you know what? If we don't lose another game before the trade deadline, I'm not going to be making any trades. But if we do lose some games, then, yeah, okay. There's 5 in a row now. Jesus. What is with our team this year? We're a streaky-ass team. Won 10 in a row, and now we've lost. Are you kidding me? This is insane. Look at this. We won 10 in a row. All-Star break. Now look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in a row we've lost now. I thought it was going to be like automatic that we back in the playoffs. Jesus. I don't know. I think something needs to be changed right now. I mean, 6 in a row, you got to change something. No, you know what? We'll just keep going with it. Whatever. Let's just see if we can get back on top here. We'll go all the way up to this Wednesday. Let's just see what happens, all right? Only 5 games above 500 now. We were so good, man. Holy crap, 6 losses in a row. That's absolutely horrible. And we're still on the streak. There you go. All right, Clint Windsor in Vancouver. Let's go. Time to shape it up. All right? Before the trade deadline, give us something to cheer about, or there's going to be some trades, because I feel like we can make the playoffs with this team. We won freaking 10 games in a row, all right? A shitty team just doesn't do that. I don't know how we came back and lost 6 in a row right after. All right, that should have been broken up maybe like 2 and 4 or something instead of 6 in a row, but Jesus. Come on, we got to start winning some games. I want a 2-game winning streak. Oh, Calgary, they're a pretty good team right there, too. 15 regulation losses only. This could be a loss right here. There you go. There's a big win. Back to back against Calgary. Come on, man. I don't want to face the Flames. Give me an easier team than this. 35 wins. Come on. All right. We split the series with them. Whatever. All right. What are we? Still only, 6 games above 500. Man, it's not the losses that are bad, it's the regulation losses. You know, if we had 10 more overtime losses instead of the 10 more regulation losses, we'd be in good position. But so many regulation losses, that's the problem. Let's see what the Polish guy in Russia was looking like now. Okay, so he dropped down to a 4.5-star player. Okay. Look at this guy, though. Fantastic Finn in Scandinavia. He's looking like a franchise player as well. Let's try it out. 6 weeks. Why not? There you go. Okay. There you go. There's only 2 more games before the trade deadline here, boys. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a shortened video. I'm banking on the fact that you guys are going to want trades for this team. I mean, something's wrong. You know what I mean? Just something is not clicking on this team right now. I mean, the 10 in a row was nice, but still, to lose 6 in a row right after it, and then from then being on like a 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss, you know, I don't feel particularly very, what's the word I'm looking for? Confident going into the playoffs. You know, like we could run into a good team first round and get swept out again for all I know. Goals against average, are we up there? No, we're not. Save percentage, are we up there? No, we're not. Wins, Clint Windsor's taking over the wins for the NHL. So as soon as what's his name, Eddie Lack got out of the way, Clint Windsor really took off there. Points, Henrik Sedin is leading the NHL, so that first line is getting it done. Daniel Sedin is down there in 8th, so he's down there as well, so that's good. Assists, Henrik Sedin, yeah, he's up there. He's really loving having 2 snipers on his wing. And goals, are we up there? Yeah, Jonathan Drouin. So he's finally turning out to be that NHLer. He is 6th in the NHL with 29 goals. Pretty good. And in the Western Conference, all right, so we are in a playoff spot with 72 points. But still, we need to win more. We need to win a lot more games still, because if we go on a 3 or 4 game losing streak, St. Louis and Edmonton are going to catch right back up. Okay, hang on one second here, boys. Jesus. All right, so yeah, I'm going to end this video right here. So let's, just before we do, let's check out the individual stats for our team and our players. Again, the team standings is it's going to be all over the place. That 10 in a row game winning streak probably jacked up our stats a little bit, but then the 6 in a row probably brought it back down. We're 4th in the NHL for goals for, so we're scoring enough goals. Goals against, 22, that is not good enough. We got to figure out a way to keep the puck out of our net. I don't know what to do, man. Power play percentage, all right, so our power play and goals for have definitely turned it around. We are one of the best goal-scoring teams in the NHL, so nothing needs to be changed like that. But penalty kill percentage, 23rd, so our PK and our goals against, just not good enough. But our PK has been getting better. I've noticed that. It has been getting better. So I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. Don't know what to make of it. Again, last 10 we're 5-5. You see what I mean? Like, I don't want to be going into the playoffs 5-5. I want to go into the playoffs on a good stretch. I don't know. What do you guys think? Player stats, let's just see this. This is going to be the answer. Let's see how this second line is doing. If the second line is not doing good, it's Booth. Now, I'm not saying Booth wouldn't be a bad player. You could put him on the third line, but we need some secondary scoring. Our first line is totally getting it done. Just secondary. So yeah, I mean, Henrik Sedin, 74 points in 63 games. He's getting it done. Daniel Sedin, he's a point-a-game player. Jonathan Drouin, 49 points in 63 games. He's right there, all right? So that first line is doing great. And look at their penalty minutes. They don't take penalty minutes either. And they're all like plus 25. Yeah, that first line is doing great for us. We don't have to worry about them. Gerby, he's playing great on that second line. But then Kessler and Booth, you know, they're barely getting to 50 points. Now, Kessler is worth it. But Booth, what is he really giving us? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Like, he's only a +2 as well. Like, just the second line. Like, I think a sniper on that second line, left wing sniper, would be a lot better. Or a right wing sniper, because Gerby is a natural left wing. I don't know. You guys can help me out with that. Our third line, yeah, we're not getting any depth goal scoring. We know that. Defensemen, Edler and Tanev. Yep. All right. Our defensemen plus players. Yeah, all of our defensemen are plus players. So it seems like it's our penalty kill that's losing us games. Windsor is clearly the starting goalie. Yep, pretty good stats. Yeah, pretty decent. So the big question is the trade deadline. You know, what do we do? Do we feel comfortable with this team going into the playoffs? And it's not even guaranteed that we are a playoff team. We can still miss the playoffs, you know? The way I see it, first line is outstanding, and the power play first line is outstanding as well. I think maybe Gerby, Kessler, and boom. You know what I mean? Booth is only 83. I'd love to find an 84 and 85 overall sniper to put on that second line. And then Bob's your uncle. That should be enough. I think defensively we're fine. All right. Goaltender, we're fine. I think PK has been getting better. All right. I know we're scoring enough goals, but I don't know. You know what? I'm going to listen to you guys on this one. What should we do about the playoffs? Do you think it's a possibility? And if it is, which players should we go out there and get to help our chances? And I will see you guys in the next video.